Qué rollo, quiero mandar un saludo a mi amigo Goodfella de parte de tu amigo Jaime Munguía. Un abrazo, carnal. Ánimo.
Alright, man, I'm out here looking bold, but shit, it was I drove down here. I got here like 3 in the morning or whatever. So went back and watched some of the fights, man, and yeah, man, Benavidez is he big dude, bro. I kind of knew Lemieux wasn't gonna win when I seen the weigh in. They both came at 166, and maybe they kind of gave me some hope that Lemieux might at least crack him or drop him. But Benavidez was just too big, bro. Y'all was right. He was too big, and he's a very, very big super middleweight. But let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance notifications. I just woke up out of my whole bag upstairs, but it is what it is. You know, I don't know what this dude waiting on. I ain't moving. So maybe you think I'm moving, but I'm not. Yeah, I mean, it's too big, too strong, too much hand speed, and you know, he did right what you do with a puncher. He went right to David Lemieux and just pummeled him. Hand speed was too much, power was too much. He didn't give Lemieux no space to get his shot off, and that's how you handle a puncher. When somebody can really punch, you know what I'm saying? You go to the puncher and you take their leverage away. Now some punchers they can generate power without leverage. Lemieux didn't have it last night. Benavidez was too fast, too durable, and like I said before, he's just too big at 168 pounds for most of them. They look like night and day, bro. Look like he was a cruiserweight, and old boy was a damn super middleweight. So I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. But ultimately, bro, he gonna be a problem for anybody that get in that ring with him. You know, Lemieux didn't have nothing left. It's probably time to hang it up. He probably 8 pounds out of his true weight class in 160. I mean, but I can't even say that because he fought a fucking heavyweight. You know? And all Benavidez doing is getting better and better and better, bro. You know, and if he was fighting 3 or 4 times a year, couldn't nobody fade him at 68. You know, that's the only thing that's hurting him is the lack of activity. When you 23, 24, 25 years old, they had that man in the ring 3, 4, 5 times a year, bro, as much as possible, especially since he don't hold the title. You know, he probably go down one of the greatest super middleweights of all time. Not saying he maybe get in there with Andre Ward, Joe Calzaghe, you know what I'm saying, Stephen Collins and guys like that. It'd be an interesting argument to have, but he big as hell. And his style gonna offset a lot of stuff. He's gonna offset a lot of guys that can punch. You gotta push him back. You have to hit him right. You gotta hit him right in his mouth. You gotta hit him right in his mouth. It's imperative that you smack him right in his mouth. And you establish that right away that I can hurt you. And then it's imperative you get that jab going. So, you know, you can make him reset. You don't gotta, if you move too much with him, it's just a matter of time. You know, that showed that with Anthony Durrell. You establish that I'm here to be aggressive, I'm here to hurt you, and pop him upside the head. You know, then get that jab working up and down and touch his body and just slow him down that way. But if you're gonna come in there doing all that unnecessary movement, all that irky jerky shit, he's just gonna beat the hell out of you. If you're gonna sit there and let him press you, he's just gonna beat the hell out of you. You move too much, it's just gonna be a matter of time because he ain't really wasting no movement. He just cutting the ring off, stalking you. You doing all that movement, he beating you to the body, then you can't move, and in around the 7th, 8th round, you're a stationary target. There's gonna be somebody to be able to hold their position. There's gonna be somebody to do what Dimitri Bivol did. Now, he said he got the best of Bivol sparring. That's sparring. These young niggas think you win sparring. The only people that win is people who work on their skills and hone their skills and work on things in sparring. It's not a gladiator. It's not a gladiator sport. It's a sport that you hone and get better. But yeah, Lemieux couldn't get nothing going last night. He took his ass whoop like a man, though, and it's time to get out of there. Can't make 660 no more. You know, you ain't had nothing left. I at least thought you would have got off on him 1 or 2 times, but Benavidez is just too big. And Lemieux never developed skills. You know, and if he was in Texas, New York City, he was somewhere in the States, especially Texas, New York City, man, he'd have been a machine, bro. He'd have been on his toes and all that type of stuff, man. But I thought at least he'd be able to jump out and come out hot and maybe catch Benavidez. And he ain't do none of that. He ain't really learn how to feint and how to, but his hand speed used to be good. He just couldn't get off. No, would this fight would have been different? He was in his prime at 60? Probably not. Because, Benavidez, he understands. That's what Andre Ward did to Kovalev. I always bring that up. He pressured him. You got to pressure guys like that. And they just let Benavidez get better and better and better. Benavidez probably wanted to do nothing different, man. Maybe until he go to cruiserweight. If he never fight Better BF, or he probably do nothing different, He can walk like heavyweights down too. The only one he probably can't walk down and beat up is Better BF. He might be able to, because Better BF getting up there in age. But that was a mass destruction last night. That was a mass destruction of epic proportions. And I said 4, it went 3, so it is what it is. I thought Lemieux was gonna be able to test the chin, and he ain't get that far. And like I said before, it's gonna be somebody like Jamal Charlo, or gotta be Jamal Charlo, because Canelo too small. If Canelo don't hurt him early on, I'm gonna talk about that later though, so I'm gonna get into that. But it's time for Lemieux to go. Made his money. He could have been so much more than what he is, bro. He could have been one of the greats had he trained with Americans early on, but he never developed. He's blind on his power and his speed. Never developed footworks, never developed feints, none of that. So it is what it is, man. But I talk about what's next for Benavidez. Hop on a couple of these videos, man. I do appreciate everybody for tapping in. Make sure you thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live, drop a video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJGood313, Venmo, CJGood313, PayPal link in the description. Check out the Fight Reaction playlist. And my final thoughts on that, man. Question is, who can beat David Benavidez? Who can beat him? That's the $1 billion question. And it's only a couple guys, I think, that got a chance at 68. And at 60, nobody at 60 can whoop him right now. So, or below, not right now. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Peace.